All right, welcome back. Let me get rid of this thing here. Okay, so what we are dealing with is that we are dealing with some more modifications to the link to get it to work. I've gone ahead and printed off my files and put the two together, and I have a 0.5 millimeter difference between the tongue and the groove. So I've got 9.5 for my tongue, 10 for my groove, and it works pretty much okay. There's a couple of issues with the way that this thing is fitting together, mainly because of the way it's being printed. So the one thing that I've got is the mating surface that actually touches the printer. That edge has flared. So it's got like a little sharp edge all the way around the bottom, all the way around. So when I put the two together, bottom side to bottom side, they will not fit. That's just like, before I did the change. But if I don't do that, it works really well. It does fit. It's fairly tight, but it works, and it does move. The second issue I've got is these outside edges have like a round over. It's kind of like flared. So I've got a couple of different flares that are causing me some issues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt a fillet on the entire thing. Ideally, I would just do the tongue and the groove, but might as well go ahead and do it all. So let's go ahead and do a fillet. We're going to go to features, come down here. Now in features, this section here is adding material. This section here, it takes away material. And this section here messes with the material. All kinds of different things we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and hit fillet. We'll go ahead and, now yours probably says 10. I've reset mine at 1. I tried to do an earlier version of this video, but it kept stopping and wouldn't capture the video. So that was kind of weird. Now, as far as items to fillet, again, I want the tongue and the groove, but I'm going to go ahead and get everything. So I'm going to go ahead and mouse over the whole thing just like that, and it gets every edge. There are 36 edges that I'm working with. Now I decided to do 1 millimeter because I'm still going to be able to make the holes here on the ends, here and here at 7 millimeters, and that should give me plenty of room. I'll go ahead and click the green check button, and you can see that it is now complete. So I've got a tongue that's 9.5 millimeters. I got a groove that's 10, and I've got a 1 millimeter fillet. Now what I need to do is I need to go ahead and save it. There's my SLD PRT file. I'm also going to go to Save As and resave it as an STL. Yes. Yes. So we're going to replace it. It's letting me know that, yeah, this is an STL file. And when it says export, okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and set it up to print. So there is my Cura Ultimaker Cura. Go ahead and add this. There's the link. Click it, and then I'm going to go ahead and right-click, multiply selected model. I'm going to go 1, and there it is. And I do not have a micro SD card because we are basically out. I've got one right here with some other files on here. Now, ideally, I would go ahead and I would delete some files. But I'm going to, okay, the computer is acting really slow. I don't know what's going on here. It should pull it right up. See how everything is no longer working? I don't even know if my audio is actually being captured. Okay, so let me go ahead and remove those two. Give me just a moment here. I am doing a quick fix. I need to go to my desktop. Come on. This is really strange. Paste. Yep, those are a couple of files that I'm working with right now. I'll pull back this, and let me pull this back so that you can see that the Ender G code is empty. So I've gone ahead and gotten rid of those two. Normally I'd delete them, but this time I had to cut and paste them. Okay, I'm going to close that out. I'll come back to it in a minute. Slice. Okay, let's see. Save to removable. It's trying to save it to my SD to my thumb drive, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to Ender G code and save to removable. No, I don't want to eject it. I want to show it to you. There's enter G code, and there's my file. I'm going to go ahead and put that in the queue, print it, and see how it works out. Now, if you're having issues with a 0.5 millimeter difference between the tongue and the groove on yours, and you still can't get it to work, maybe make it 3/4 of a millimeter difference. So you would, if your groove is 10 millimeters, let's say. Let me go ahead and get back into SolidWorks here, if it will let me do that. It's thinking about it. All I want you to do is just bring up the file. Come on. Come on. Okay, we will wait a moment. Okay, so now it's come up. So let me go ahead and turn this. So if this is 10 and this is 9.5, and we're adjusting the tongue in my case, I would go from 9.5 to 9 1/4, 9.250 millimeters, and just kind of sneak up on the size that I'm looking for. I still want this to fit neatly inside here so that there's no slipping on the pin left to right. I don't want that in a chain. We don't want that kind of thing, because if that does happen, chains fail and the system fails, and we don't want that. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Good luck.